Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday afternoon, June 24th. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of SPY, IWM, and Triple Qs. Before I get started, just want to throw out there, if you do like these videos, I appreciate you watching them. Please hit the like button, and more importantly, subscribe to my channel if you aren't a subscriber. I think we try to provide some real free, valuable information here, so I would really appreciate that if you subscribe and give me likes on a daily basis. Well, the theme is continuing. New all-time high in Triple Qs today, NNQ, SPY, and ES. Now, the interesting thing is, once Triple Qs hit their all-time, they backed off. And what happened? Russell took front and center stage. Those two have been opposite of each other for a while. So Russell is now about $2.50 off their regular trade now is all-time high, and $3.50 off their overnight. I firmly believe if Russell's going to come into tandem with the three of us, I think Qs are going to back off a bit. They have not gone in tandem. Now, I'm not saying they can't, but if we're going to see new all-time highs in the Russell, I think the NQ is going to have to trade sideways for a little while. Right now, all three time frames are very healthy, so that wouldn't be a bad thing. But I think that might be something in the cards. Triple Qs go out with an afternoon rally high in K, and then they just have the day's high, which is the all-time high and the low. Russell had 4 attempts at a trend day up before they finally succeeded in J. They go out with a double distribution day. Afternoon pullback in F, one set of single prints. SPY and ES. Now, ES has a pull high at their all-time high. SPY does not, but it's literally only by 2 cents, number one. Number two, SPY's all-time high is still in the after hours because the dividend has kept us below that level. Okay? Volume, horrendous. 43 million shares again. Another wide POC. 12 for ES, 11 for SPY, 13 yesterday. I know this might sound like a broken record, but we can't ignore the fact that we need to start getting distance away from these all-time highs, or at some point, these last 4 days are going to get wiped out. L's break below K is the largest break we've had below a time frame in terms of penny-wise, and it was 30 cents. We have not had more than a 30-cent break below a previous time frame's low in 4 days. That's unheard of. That's true. Now, yes, we've backed off highs more than 30 cents, but I'm talking about when we take out a previous time frame's low. We hold the gap today. So, yeah, the market's healthy. The weekly, though, is still in balance, and the monthly is still that swimmer looking calm and poised, and below, you are paddling furiously with those legs to stay afloat. And I'm telling you, it's only going to make the market stronger if it happens to wipe out these 4 days worth of longs. But when it does happen, it's going to happen, and it's going to happen quick. As far as my trades today, because we've had very few opportunities, I've been more aggressive in the early time frame when I'm comfortable with a trade. I did that today in A. When we opened up, got above the opening, first time back towards the opening, I bought 100 of the 424 calls, went back up, and basically that was my day in a nutshell. It was an awesome trade. Just like the 100 put play yesterday, the 100 call play today paid me. I went long in C, wasn't getting much out of it, took it off, made I think a dime on 10 contracts, and I broke even on the other 15. Then I did what I should have done in C period, actually, not in C period, but throughout the whole day, I faded H's high with 427.50 puts against the pull high. That worked out. Nothing big. It was a 15 lot, but I wrote them down. And in K period, I did the same thing with a 15 lot after we made a new high and wrote them down, held 5 as we came down and made a new POC at the time. So only 4 trades on the day, but and they all worked. The opportunities have not been there. Our range is under $1, 93 cents. Not going to get, you can't get blood out of a stone. 93-cent range with an 11-12 wide POC. But it was a good day, so no complaints. As far as destinations for tomorrow, upside, there's only 3. 425.13, 11 wide. 425.55, today's high and all-time high, and then 426.21, which is my pre-market all-time high from June 15th. For the downside, we have today's low of 424.62. So we have nothing to today's low, and then tomorrow we don't have anything to today's low of 422.51. I'm sorry, hold on here. That's totally wrong. We have today's low, 424.62, and then filling the gap, yesterday's high of 425.05. I apologize. So we have a 57-point gap. Then below that, we have our 13-wide perfect POC of 423.37. Okay, 423.37, our perfect POC. Then we have yesterday's low of 422.51. And then again, you should have all the other ones. The afternoon pullback, 422.13 from the 22nd, and then all the single prints. So yeah, I forgot to put the gap in there. We have today's daily low and fill in the 57-point gap. Look at this. The range is so small, I'm able to keep this in ones the entire day, even while I'm doing my video. And then on the chart, again, we'll just briefly recap what we've been talking about. Monthly's healthy, right? Nobody's worried in the monthly. But the weekly, there's got to be some concern. Now, the outside week down failed miserably. And yes, we did take out last week's high. But what have we gotten so far for it? And the answer to that is nothing. Look, we keep making new highs in the weekly, but get nothing for it. At some point, you got to get distance away, or you're going to give up and shake out week long. Same on the daily. Daily's one time framing up 4 days. It's healthy, and we have the gap. So, but again, you want to get distance away from the previous highs. More so in the weekly, right? The daily's done a good job one time framing. The weekly has not. And the only other one I want to show you real quickly is triple Qs, the way they closed today. Not thrilled about that close off the all-time high. Like I said, they did hold their gap today, and they're all healthy on their time frames. But if Russell is to go hit their all-time highs, I do believe triple Q is going to back off and come into balance at some point soon. I hope you had a great day trading. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.